Hey everybody, my name is Doug Manofsky and I am co-founder and CEO of Pando Nutrition. I wanted to take a few minutes today to share with you how Pando is fighting climate change with better beef. Climate change is a monumental challenge facing humanity that requires rapid action from everyone. Each year, human activity adds about 50 billion tons of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, into the atmosphere. Whether you are a fossil fuel corporation or an independent farmer, everyone must do their part to achieve net zero emission of greenhouse gases. After carbon dioxide, methane is the second most abundant greenhouse gas, but pound for pound, methane causes 28 times more warming than carbon dioxide over a 100-year period. Cattle are the leading producers of methane gas. A collection of microbes inside the cattle gut, called the microbiome, digests the fiber-rich diet and produces methane gas, which the cattle belch to the atmosphere. Globally, ruminants emit over 2 billion tons of CO2 equivalent greenhouse emissions each year. That is twice the emissions produced by all the world's airplanes and approximately 4% of global emissions. These emissions, and many others, must be curtailed if we are to limit global warming to 2 degrees Celsius, as outlined by the Paris Agreement. Many strategies have been proposed to reduce cattle emissions, including culturing cow cells in a lab to create beef without the cow, or replacing beef products entirely with plant-based substitutes. Unfortunately, these strategies are expensive. Today, consumers pay a green premium for clean alternatives to beef. Even plant-based meats are between 33% and 52% more expensive than conventional ground beef. What if the clean solution was the economic one? What if beef could have significantly fewer emissions and be more affordable than plant-based alternatives? What if it could be more affordable than conventional ground beef? Methane isn't just bad for the climate, it is bad for cattle too. A single cow can produce 12 liters of methane per hour, resulting in discomfort, bloat, and in serious cases, even death. Methane gas is the symptom of inefficient fiber digestion. Methane gas is lost energy. Methane from cattle is a huge untapped resource. In fact, cattle collectively produce 1.3 million gigawatt hours of methane gas each year. That is enough methane to power all of Russia. As you can see in this illustration, typical cattle lose nearly 30% of their metabolizable calories to methane emissions. By improving cow digestion, fewer calories are lost to methane emissions and more calories are absorbed by the cow. This reduces the total feed needed for cattle growth, generating massive savings for the farmer. Our research has shown that it is possible to improve cattle digestion by 15% and to decrease methane emissions by 50%. Globally, this equates to $50 billion in feed savings for the cattle producers and opens an untapped carbon credit market valued at $30 billion. Using next-generation sequencing and the latest in bioinformatics technology, we have identified the essential microorganisms needed for efficient fiber digestion. We call our solution micromethane. Micromethane is palatable, being readily consumed by cattle. It is potent, requiring less than half an ounce per serving to achieve an effect. And it is persistent. One serving can last many days without readministration. And lastly, it is profitable. Just 5 cents of micromethane saves cattle producers 25 cents worth of feed and generates carbon income. My name is Doug Manofsky, and I am founder and CEO of Pando Nutrition. I'm an engineer and business consultant turned entrepreneur. Dr. Garrett Graham is Pando's Chief Technology Officer and is a PhD bioengineer and a climate scientist. We grew up together in the mountains of Western North Carolina, where we developed respect and admiration for the natural beauty of our planet, and have since decided to dedicate our lives to preserve that beauty by fighting climate change. Pando has 6 key advisors with expertise across the entire cattle supply chain. Dr. Bill Miller, previously Purina, and Dr. Bruce Shanks of Lincoln University are experts in ruminant nutrition and research. Thomas Nagy, former president of Novozymes North America, and Dr. Sandeep Vani, former VP of technology at ADM, are fermentation experts. Scott Woodside, previously Cargill, has years of experience marketing ruminant feed additives, and Dr. Christy Smedley is the regulatory expert for feed additives. We hope you will join us to fight climate change with better beef. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to info@pandonutrition.com. We look forward to hearing from you, and thanks for listening.